The glass doll in mushroom clothes. Once upon a time, in a quiet meadow at the edge of a sparkling forest, there lived a very unusual little doll. She wasn't made of cloth, or wood, or plastic like other dolls. No, she was made entirely of glass. Her body shimmered in the sunlight like a crystal rainbow, and her cheeks glowed pink when the morning sun touched them. But what made her even more unique was her outfit. She wore clothes sewn from mushrooms. Her mushroom dress was stitched from tiny red-capped toadstools dotted with little white spots. Her shoes were soft and squishy mushroom caps, and on her head she wore a wide mushroom hat that shielded her from rain. Everyone in the meadow admired her, calling her lunch glassy mushroom. Chapter 1. The Problem. Glassy Mushroom loved to dance and sing with the forest creatures. The butterflies twirled around her, the sparrows chirped in rhythm, and even the rabbits drummed with their fluffy paws. But there was one problem. Glassy was made of glass. That meant she was very delicate. She often told the others, "Please don't push me too hard, or I might crack. I can shine bright, but I can also break." Some animals listened carefully. The deer would walk slowly near her. The mice would bow politely when they passed. But not everyone was careful. The squirrels, who were always in a hurry, would race past her, sometimes nearly knocking her over. "Come on, Glassy, don't be so fragile." They laughed. Glassy would sigh, brushing her mushroom dress. "I just want to play, but I need kindness to stay safe." Chapter 2. The Festival of Colors. One day the forest announced the Festival of Colors. It was the grandest celebration of the year, when every creature wore their brightest outfits. Birds wore flower crowns, foxes painted their tails with berry juice, and even the ants carried shiny golden grains. Glassy Mushroom was excited. She polished her glass body until it sparkled like a diamond. Then she decorated her mushroom dress with tiny bluebells and daisies. She looked magical, like a rainbow fairy. When she stepped into the clearing, everyone gasped. "She looks like starlight," whispered the owls. The squirrels, however, smirked. "Pretty dull, but so weak. She probably can't even dance properly without breaking." Glassy felt a little sting in her heart, but she decided not to argue. Instead, she stepped onto the grassy dance floor. Chapter 3. The Accident. The music began. The drums thumped, the flutes whistled, and the animals clapped their paws. Glassy Mushroom spun gracefully, her glass body catching the lantern light and scattering it in colourful beams across the meadow. Everyone cheered. "She's dazzling!" cried the rabbits.
Wow.
But then, crash! A group of squirrels zoomed past, chasing a hazelnut, and bumped into Glassy. She fell to the ground with a clang. Her mushroom hat flew off, and a tiny crack appeared on her shiny arm. The forest went silent. "Oh no!" gasped the deer. "She's broken," whispered the birds. Glassy sat up slowly, holding her arm. She wasn't shattered, but she was hurt. Her voice trembled as she said, "I told you I was delicate. You must treat everyone with care, no matter how strong or weak they seem." The squirrels looked down, ashamed. Chapter 4. The Lesson. The wise old tortoise stepped forward. "Let this be a reminder," he said. "The strongest among us must look after the most fragile. Every creature, big or small, has beauty and worth. The glass doll shines brightest when we protect her light." The squirrels apologized to Glassy Mushroom. "We didn't mean to hurt you. We just forgot to be gentle." Glassy smiled, though her crack still gleamed on her arm.
It's okay, my friends.
Cracks can be healed with kindness. What matters is learning to care. The animals brought sticky sap to seal her crack, and the fireflies sprinkled glowing dust over her mushroom clothes. Soon she looked even more magical, as if her little scar was a jewel of bravery. From that day on, the squirrels became her most careful friends. They slowed down when she danced, and they even carried her mushroom hat if it was windy. Thus, the moral. And so Glassy Mushroom lived happily with her forest friends, teaching everyone an important truth. Fragile doesn't mean weak. Every being shines in their own way, but we must treat each other with care and kindness.